come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. and I'm all out of bubblegum.
What is up, everybody? Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. I feel like it's been forever since I've done any sim racing, and it's only been a few days. Specifically, when was the last time I did any racing on the channel? Looks like I made an attempt 5 days ago, on Wednesday, maybe. No, Tuesday. So a week ago tomorrow. Last time I did any racing. Almost a week, 6 days. Anyway, for anybody who showed up so far, we have a poll going in chat about PMR. Who knew? Will the next PMR update fix core problems, or just be another physics change? I'm not going to speculate anymore about what they do or do not need. I don't care. I hope it gets better, but my opinion can only be said so many times before I burn it out. That being said, today, the focus is LMU, not PMR. We're going to be messing with the force feedback app because I do not like LMU's force feedback. And there's a lot of elements of the driving of LMU that I don't like, and I wonder how much of it may or may not come from the force feedback. So today we're going to find that out. I've downloaded the app. I haven't done anything with it yet, so we're going to find out. Digi, what's going on? Hope to God that it's core game updates. Yeah, I agree, but it is what it is. We'll see. We shall see. I will say, it's funny how streaming works, just a little side tangent. But obviously I played some Call of Duty last week. By the way, guys, Call of Duty's not going away. Or shooters in general. I'm mixing things up on the stream, permanently. But the daytime streams will still be sim racing. Evening streams are going to be whatever I want. And there will be some shop streams in there, motorcycle stuff. Some real-world racing stuff, you know? But anyway, I felt the heat of streaming some Call of Duty on a channel that I primarily sim race on. People bounced relatively quickly. And to those people that leave the second I play another game, I say, good riddance and have a nice day. Good luck to you out there. But for those who stick around, appreciate it. Just play Twisted Metal, you will get driving and shooting all in one. That's not a bad idea, Turtle Wax. Not a bad idea. It's going on too bad. But yeah, I haven't sim raced in a week now. I got my other pedal plate that locks my foot in for my brake. Remember I said I only got one when I thought I ordered two? Well, it just came in this morning, so that's on. LMU just got an update today. I don't play it enough to be able to notice the difference, so hopefully it's better than what it was. Been on Pal World Trip for the past couple days. I tried. I gave it, I wouldn't say a fair shake, but an attempt. All right, I do believe there is a race that I did want to do today. I think it's LMP3. Did they break their game, guys? Notice how none of the visuals are showing up? Damn, that took forever to come up. Is this a thing? Look at it. All right, it's maybe it's just loading shaders for the first time. I don't know. Anyway, oh, we got 18 minutes. It's every hour. So it's the next one will be at 12. That's fine. It'll give us some time to play with the app. But this is the race that I was very interested in. I want to jump in a P2 around Laguna Seca. But anyway. Morning, slow boy. God forbid they just watch, or they just don't watch when they play. I know. I don't get it. It's so strange. It's so strange. Like I said, I want to study psychology so bad because I want to understand the way the human brain works better for all aspects of my life, you know? My main job is motorcycles, and if you think the sim racing space is bad, I can assure you real life street racing is 100 times worse. Every negative aspect you can see in video game racing, it's worse in real life. Trust me. But I really want to study psychology for those reasons. Only thing I've heard is the netcode's been off. It's definitely seems like it's been. A lot of people complaining about it. I don't even follow like the game religiously enough. You know. But I've been seeing it talked about a lot. TMR is frustrating as an RS50 user on PS5. It pretty much completely busted after the last update. See, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I have an RS50 and I have PS5 and I'm fine with it. I don't play it. I mean, maybe it's because I don't play it religiously, and I play on Simagic religiously. And the Simagic stuff, this experience on PC has only ever blown away the RS50 experience on PS5 for me. So maybe that's why. Maybe my brain goes to this. So if it doesn't feel like this, it feels good enough. Mind you, I have very specific settings, and I have low force boost maxed out. I have gain maxed out. I have everything basically maxed out. Vibration maxed out. The only thing I noticed that the update negatively impacted my experience with the RS50 was the vibrations. When they implemented True Force, it like mellowed out vibrations, which is your curb feel and road textures and things like that. So that is more mellow, but the overall force feedback gain hasn't really changed anything to me. What's going on, Zonley? All right, let's get this app going here. So where did I put the app? I put it in right here. Let's open the app. All right, app is open. Connected to LMU. Select device. There's my wheelbase. Exclusive game force feedback. Exclusive. What does that mean? Oh, game force feedback block. Got it. Okay. So let's do this. Race weekend. We all need good vibrations? Yes, we do. Oh, that's new. That's cool. I like that. Finally a different menu. So let's do Sebring, since that's like my main test track of all test tracks. I really feel like the Porsche is my car in LMU. I ain't saying much, but... Alright, for the sake of testing only force feedback... Oh, hold on, we want tire warmers on. Turn that off. Turn everything off. Let's just get us on the track. I don't want any cars on track. We're just testing force feedback. And let's actually turn that off. Make it practice. Okay. Borderline. Yeah, it drives terrible and it sounds worse. From what I heard, though, I heard that the sound is a placeholder for a lot of the new cars that were added to Race Room. We'll see. Thanks for the discount. Hey, no problem. Thought I could help by existing and giving you a discount code. Alright, so what I want to do first is I want to close the app. I want to close the app. I want to feel default force feedback. I betrayed them. Well, until they start making Mustangs good in Sims, I don't really care anymore. I mean, the Mustang's not the worst car in this game. The Mustang still needs a buff in PMR, though. It needs more straight line speed. It's too slow. If there's one thing a Mustang's going to do is straight line strong. Like... I know these cars are all built to be BOP'd the same, but you're comparing a naturally aspirated Porsche to a naturally aspirated Mustang in a straight line. Modern for modern. Porsche is a track weapon, but not a straight line weapon. So why is the Mustang so much slower in the games? Now let's pause. Open up this force feedback app again. All right, so invert force feedback signal. Yep, we're overriding now. So let's see, master gain 85%. Well, this shouldn't matter because my bass is set to 18 on the bass. So this shouldn't affect the wheelbase settings. So maybe I should just turn this down to 18. Not just to avoid confusion. I can tell you right now, I feel nothing. There ain't nothing here. I mean, it's there, but it ain't working. Dude, what? I feel nothing right now. For this, well, this is a force feedback app. It overrides the in-game force feedback. Something's not right. I feel like nothing. Like, there's nothing here. See right here, though, it says, hold on. Mode exclusive game force feedback blocked. Bro, there ain't nothing there. There's nothing here. There's stuff there, but it's like numb. It's like a nothing burger. I feel it trying to tell it to do something, but it's barely touching it. Center fill strength. Like, it's doing stuff, but it's barely anything, and it's maxed out. I got a 200%. All right, I'm gonna have to watch the Gamer Muscle video then, because right now this is a massive fail of an app. Let's see. The hell is it? All right, here we go. Well, so far, it doesn't even work on PC. I wouldn't count on this app ever being on console, Mike.
What does it do?
I can, like, genuinely and confident. This is PC stuff, man. Unfortunately, it's just never going to happen that way.
It's an app which does the same thing for iRacing. Needless to say, this, for me, makes the Mars Ultimate 1,000
Link to
times
his
more
profiles.
intuitive, fun, and easier to drive than if you're not using this app, and it works really, really well. You have to try it. You just have to try it. If you've got a force feedback wheel, you have to try this because it's fundamentally just interesting how it works, what
Stick
it does,
Nick,
and what you can do
maybe.
with it.
According to the app, though,
For
it says
those
it's
of you that
exclusive.
don't
It's
want to fiddle around
overriding
with
it.
stuff,
Well, that's why I want to watch
profiles already for
him.
the GT3 cars, LMP2. That's one profile for both those types of cars, and we've created a profile for the hypercar on our Patreon. Link underneath
Marvin's
the video.
iRacing app.
It's totally free. You have to sign into our Patreon, but it's totally free for you to access that file, and then you can download LMU FFB app through the GitHub link that's there, and just import our file.
Right.
Strength setting. You can set this to 100, but I think we've saved it at 80. If you want to turn that down or up, you can do that. You might introduce clipping if you turn that.
I've turned it up to 200,
but that's
and
a way of
nothing's
controlling
really there.
all of the strength of everything, so you can increase the strength.
Clipping? Oh, okay, yep, yeah, I know what clipping is.
Increase that. You have a wheelbase max torque setting, which, generally speaking, with these types of applications, you would want to set this to what your wheelbase is actually able to do. So if you've got a 12
my
wheelbase,
my wheelbase is a 28 Newton meter base, but I run it on the base at 18. So, I mean, either way, setting it at 18 or 28 didn't do a whole lot of shit. So
you set it to 12, and if you added 21, you'd set it to 21, and you know, whatever you want. However, what I found with this setting is that if you want weaker or stronger force feedback, it's actually better to put this higher.
you still have to turn. All right, so controls, force feedback effects. Just turn that off. This one right here, I assume. Force feedback effects. Is that what you're referring to? There's force feedback there, but it's not. It's like substantially weaker than the in-game stuff. Like substantially weaker. Like we're talking like these settings right now in the app. 28. Although this is different. I don't have some of those other. Oh yes, I guess I do. It's just a different menu. Cornering steering weight. Let's go 50. I mean, there's some weight. There's some weight finally. Okay. Okay, hold on. So let's. Oh, okay. All right. That did a lot. That slider. Go back to 100%. There we go. Of course, my car's all jacked up, so this app only being on turn a garage, start driving. I don't care. Reset defaults. So we're back to default now. And it's back to being a numb, nutless wonder. So what we noticed was... Let's put this at 100. Steering weight was the big one. Yeah, that seems to do it all. The steering weight. Or the cornering steering weight, I should say. I don't feel any curb. Very damping. See something here if the actual game settings affect anything. So controls, force feedback, turn effects on. See if that gives me the... Alright, so I still got force. What's going on, Unity? Oh. Alright, so there's no buzz yet. Let's see. I don't feel any of, like, the textures. That's what I'm looking for right now. Man, there's a lot here. Vibrations, here we go. Road details. Still nothing. Road smoothing, 0. Crank it up. A little bit. It doesn't do a good job, in my opinion, of it being a vibration. It just feels like force feedback, which is fine, but... See, if you guys who like play PMR complain about PMR's force feedback, this app is far more complex and confusing than anything in PMR. Let's go back to the gamer muscle thing because I'm not going to lie, this is confusing as fuck. Turn down my music a bit. It's like kind of too complex.
A higher number.
This is like some
weaker force feedback.
diehard.
It tends to get you a little bit more dynamic range, though weaker. But if you want it stronger, you can lower this number.
Harry, that's your opinion. I actually like it.
Things more immediate and stronger, but again, it can lower the dynamic.
I get
control
this.
the maximum strength that your wheel will ever get to. From
this is
the
a different.
Of this.
This is clearly a different build of the app because, as you can see, my layout's completely different. I don't know which version he's running. This is from April. So I'm sure there's been updates.
That's really confusing, isn't it? Having 3 settings. I would say at first.
No, Digi, it's massive configuration so far.
Or decreasing this master gain setting. That's what I would focus on. It's already getting a bit confusing. Don't you love twiddling dials? I certainly do. The next thing is this min 4 setting. I would leave that at 0. This setting can be useful if you're on a really shoddy wheelbase and the wheelbase isn't even starting to move from basic forces. I wouldn't even use this on a T300.
It's not official, Trev. This is third-party stuff.
G25s and very really low-end wheels, although G25, G293, those wheels are still quite good in many ways. But even when you use it on those, you tend.
Which version do you have, Stick Nick? I have 0.7.4.
To actually create a dead zone by using min force.
So he has. Hold on. Let's click his to view our profiles. I think I've already done that. Yeah. Well, I gotta sign in quick. Jeez. This is Patreon. Never mind. I don't have Patreon. That's pointless.
Because you end up with the forces only coming at a certain point. So I would always keep min force at 0, whatever wheel. That's my personal preference. Stationary dampening. This is when you're stationary, the wheel will have a bit of damper to it, so it's not totally free, and also stops like vibrations and oscillations from like tire noise.
Well, see, I like the vibrations. I just don't like oscillations. But I turn oscillation off separately.
Turn this up, you might notice if you turn it really high, there might be some vibrations that happen. So
yeah, see, like stationary damping is here under general force feedback, but over here it's under oscillation. So they've like broken this down quite a bit differently here.
Actually turn this down if when you're parked there's weird vibrations. Just turn this down a bit. I think that's a bug that they've actually fixed now, but that's something to be aware of. Hands-off smart protection. This is to stop oscillations. It's like an equivalent of a hands-off protection where the wheel goes totally crazy.
I have that disabled in my wheelbase.
Necessarily need to use
my shit doesn't oscillate, so I can leave that at 0.
However, you can kind of think of it as more of like a prone to those and have a feel for it, which I highly recommend doing because it's fascinating. Also, I should have said this earlier on. I highly recommend.
I agree,
turning
Digi.
your wheelbase's force feedback, maybe even
there's
down
there's so little force feedback in real life that comes through a wheel, but we're not prepared to have that conversation. I'll be right back. All right. What's the wrong screen?
Meters, but I mean, it should be all right at 12. But like, turn your wheelbase on the wheelbase itself to a level so that if something crazy happens or you mess something up, you're not going to risk your wrists exploding. And then only turn it up on your wheelbase when you're happy that everything's all sorted and you know, maybe done a bit of driving with it. I personally would always set my wheelbase firmware to the maximum strength that I'm happy with, for which isn't going to break my wrists.
18 Newton meters for me. That's just me.
I don't know why you wouldn't ever really want your wheel to have the capacity to do something that's crazy. And I learned that from using like 30, 40 Newton meter wheelbases. With 20 Newton meter and lower, it's unlikely that your hands are going to get ripped off. But when you're using the early OSWs, that was actually a real concern. Instantaneous 40 Newton meters is not a pleasant experience.
I bet
from experience. Not pleasant from experience, experience. Right, let's continue going on here.
And the thing is, Trev, is that's a front-wheel drive only thing. Torque steer. That does not happen in a rear-wheel drive car. It can happen a little bit in an all-wheel drive car, but not nearly as much as front-wheel drive only. And the thing is that in all these sim titles, they're all rear-wheel drive and a few all-wheel drive cars. So, like, there's just nothing that comes to the wheel like that. And the only reason what torque steer isn't even like, I mean, it is technically a real-life force feedback, but it's just your wheels are doing this on the car naturally, because of different length axles and powered. Essentially, interesting. If you could measure independently each tire, you would probably see that one wheel is generating more torque sooner than the other. But obviously, they're both on the ground, you know. So that's harder to discern. But anyway, torque steer is front-wheel drive specific. Your rear end can't steer the car unless you spin tire and go sideways. That's technically steering, but differently.
I actually turn that off. I always find soft lock stuff messes up. Probably better to use your firmware on your wheelbase for soft lock. That tends to work better on the firmware. I don't like to use it. I just don't see the point. I don't turn more than you're going to get any input from the vehicle. So I'm never going to hit the bump stop. There are occasions where you might do, but that's up to you. You can use that if you want to. Now this, oh my goodness, this is like the most exciting force feedback effect here. And this is actually super, super interesting. This brake feel effect. What this does is when you brake it increases the load of the force feedback. Basically, it's taking the longitudinal G load on the tyre, or the longitudinal grip of the tyre, and that's then making it the steering heavier. Which means that when you brake, you can then feel how much you're braking in the force feedback. That's quite useful.
All right, so let's jump back to the game and play with that setting. Right here, brake feel. Let's go. Wow, that goes up quick. 50%. Goes up to 1,000%. Okay, I like that. Not wrong there. Where did my other force feedback go? I clearly made a change because I feel like my shit's numb again. Alright, I clearly changed something. Braking does feel good. I clearly changed something that I don't like. Man, this is so slew restriction. Alright, so let's try and figure out some settings here. Reset defaults. Put this back at 100%. Cornering weight, 50 Newton meters. That's a target peak. Yeah, so, I mean, let's do this. God damn it, these cars. Just accelerate in a straight line like a regular car. What? Dude, LMU, man. I just can't. Transmission's just broken now. Out of nowhere. Swear to God. I'm sure someone somewhere will be like, oh, that's authentic real life experience, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, I know. So... LMU really knows how to just be like this is where this game gets very, very aggravating. I'm just trying to test shit out. Like, I just got black flagged because I sped in the pits because I gotta wait for the pits. Like, give me a mode where I can just do all this testing and not have to deal with the politics. Come on, man. Like, I gotta start that all over again because I sped in the pits. Oh, wrong car. Actually, you know what? Let's do the let's do that. In the Cadillac. Practice. Wish I could turn off penalties. I could just drive around and figure things out. But gotta play the game, literally. You might be right on that, slow boy. Oh, what is... This feels weird. This feels strange. Vibrations. Let's turn this back all to 100. It's always on top. Shit's got to stop. This is gonna be a challenging app. This is this app by itself is like its own game. Because let's just close the app. Just close the app. Start there. Because honestly, like, it really does require, like, my brain is already like, fuck this. It's already way too overwhelmed. And if you have to pay people to get their profiles, I'd rather just get used to the game's force feedback. Why fix that, slow boy? They won't. No, you're good. You're good, slow boy. You're good. Exactly, Trev. That's why I haven't gotten into AC1 and why I probably never will. I don't care. Like, just opening the app and seeing all those settings, yes, that's somebody's wet dream, but it's not mine, you know? Yeah, game's already pissing me off. Already. There's constant steering force effect. Oh, there's apparently just turns it off. Going on, Slick. Still don't know how I'm spinning tires right now. What's going on, Hammer? I just want to play video games, guys. Like, that's where I'm at. I just want to play video games. And these games feel like you just can't do that. You just cannot jump on a game and have some fun. Spa. 45-minute race. I guess we'll sign up for it. I have no setups, though. Whatever. Does it really matter? So, I'll be honest with you. I don't have the patience for that app. I'll be honest with you. I really don't. There's just too much. There's way too much. In fact, I'm actually going to change the title of this because I'm not exploring that app. I thought I was going to be much more interested in nerding out over that. I don't think so. All right, I've changed the title to something more authentic. That down. I haven't tried Gamer Muscles, honestly, Shumi. Maybe one day, but I haven't tried Gamer Muscles. Oh my god, why is that unmuted? I don't have a Patreon, so I have to make a Patreon profile before, even if they're free, I still have to make a Patreon profile. And I still, like, even still, it's just, I don't know, it's... When things are that complex... Ford Hypercar's been shown off? Nice. Nice. The bathroom. Almost sounds as good as the Cadillac. Nice. So don't forget to vote in the chat, folks. Don't forget to vote in the chat. Which is the pessimistic option? Because that varies depending on who you talk to. A lot of people think the core problems with PMR are the physics. God, understeer. I mean, there's no doubt there are changes in the next update for physics and tires. But is it just going to be that? Or are we going to get bug fixes? The things that are making people not play the game. Oh my God, understeer. Go around. Just go around. Oh my God. I fucking can't. I can't. I'm not practicing with people. I hate qualifying, even though we're not qualifying, but I'll just wait. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah. I'm trying. I really am with this game, but I don't know. We need Gran Turismo. That's sad. Sad to say. Digi, I threw in the towel for now. Honestly, for a Monday, I don't know what I was thinking that I should have looked at the app first. There's just so much in there. That's like almost off-stream stuff. Speaking of energy drink, I'm going to make a G Fuel because I feel like that's what I need to play LMU. At the bare, I need an adrenaline shot. I need Adderall. I need PCP. I need all of the things to give me any level of dopamine spike because the game is just not going to do that. All right. I mean, even Gamer Muscle's video is an hour long. Christ. But yeah, I don't know what it is about LMU and iRacing specifically. So I've never in real life been put to sleep when racing. When I'm around racing, adrenaline's high, nerves are high. You know, the spider senses are tingling the whole time. Yet when I play this and iRacing, my first instinct is to fall asleep. And I don't know what it is, because I'm not saying that to, like, be a dick to the games. But that's where I'm at. And I don't know what, like, as soon as I started driving in this game, I started getting tired. Which tells me, one, I'm not engaged in the game. As far as I've gotten. And yeah, I did see that, Trev. I said thank you. I did like the Shumi. I did like in the app so far the thing that Gamer Muscle did like too, which was the more force feedback under braking. One thing this game seems to have a habit of doing is in like all braking situations, regardless of ABS, traction loss, whatever, your force feedback kind of starts to go away as you apply the brakes completely. And at least temporarily, you should have more force feedback when applying the brakes, because you're putting all of the weight transfer to the front tires. You're actually getting more grip in the front end when you apply the brakes. So I don't know why in this game, the second you start touching the brakes, your force feedback kind of goes away. It does, Hammer. But that's also why I like Daniel Karts. Because if it does do that with Daniel Karts, it does it so much less that I haven't paid attention to it. Yeah, but the thing is, it's not the losing the tire grip that I have a problem with. That should feel loose. When the tires start to slip, that's when you should lose your force feedback resistance. But when you are maintaining grip on the brakes, you should have more wheel force feedback than you did under any other circumstance. And I don't know why it goes numb in this game, because that is not what it should do. It should be the polar opposite. Anytime you have more grip in the front of the car, not the rear of the car, the front of the car, because that's what your steering wheel's attached to, guys. Steering shaft, steering rack, wheels, tires, ground, grip. So if I have more grip in the front end, I should feel more resistance. It's the same way if you have a tiny little skinny front tire and you're stationary and you're not moving and you turn the wheel, there's less resistance than if you have this really, really big fat tire that you have to turn over the concrete. It's because, too bad, the app is extremely complex and the game is the polar opposite. My biggest issues with the force feedback in LMU is under braking. Very much under braking. Curbs feel great, generalized force feedback, all that stuff feels good. But braking is where, like, when I crash in LMU, all the time, I am crashing under decel. It's because I completely can no longer feel what the car is doing. I mean, some of it's obviously a skill issue. In fact, most of it's a skill issue. But to help my lack of skill, I need to be able to feel what the car is doing. Slick, I'm already considering deleting Facebook again. Slick, I want you to know this is how important you are to me as an individual. You are the sole reason I have not re-deleted Facebook since getting it back like 2 weeks ago. It's such a toxic, shitty app. I hate it. I hate it so much. I can't click on Facebook and get to my motorcycle page without just Trump shit being thrown in my face and politics and stuff I don't care about and rage bait and fuck you. I don't scroll it. I do not scroll it. It is my default there. It's what Facebook is pushing by default before it builds an out, because it has not built an algorithm for me yet for what I want to see. Because I don't want to see anything on Facebook. But also the rest of it. No, here's the thing though. You can't have Messenger. You have to have an actual Facebook account. Like if you erase your Facebook account, you cannot have the app. It has to be linked to something. You can hide it. You can disable your account so people can't find your actual account, but they can message you. But I don't want to be messaged either. That's the thing. I don't want any contact on Facebook. But you are the only person that in my current life I have only one avenue of speaking to. I guess it's technically YouTube as well, but I have to go live for that. Marketplace rips. Ugh. I have friends who go deal with Marketplace for me. I don't have the patience for selling shit. I'd have parted out my Busa already if it weren't for dealing with... I don't want to deal with selling shit. I hate it. The older I get, the less patience I have. In case you haven't figured out, I have no patience. Slick doesn't have Discord, no. I wish he did. I don't know why he doesn't get Discord. It's frustrating. It's so frustrating. Bro, you are in your 30s. Join the modern world. Dude, this get rid of the practice shit. That's so stupid. Get rid of practice. You can't even get out on the track. 2 minutes. And because I don't play this game enough, I always forget that practice is pointless. I love these new pedal plates, by the way. The things that the side ones that stop your feet from slipping off the side. Oh, it feels so good. Just locks your feet in. All about comfort. Oh, shit. technically you do, then why haven't you joined my Discord yet? Huh? You just outed yourself as being a piece of shit. Just saying, Slick. You could be in my Discord if you have Discord, but no, you want me to be on Facebook instead. With all the old people who don't understand how technology works. It really is slow, boy. Like, it's funny, right? The amount of random drama that has popped up about me on Facebook since I came back to Facebook in the motorcycle community. Dude. It really is the most toxic cesspool of the worst people in every industry. They go to Facebook. I don't know why Facebook is so bad. I mean, I guess technically X is probably worse. But, like... I put up a joke post in my forum page saying that my ZX-10 was for sale for $87 million. Now, I don't know if you guys can read the room, but that's clearly satire. The amount of people that messaged me about wanting to buy the bike, not for $87 million, but that insinuated that I was selling it to them. And in my brain, my intention was that the bike is never for sale. Because it isn't. And it never will be. So I had to make a second post telling people that it was satire and it is not for sale. So people would stop messaging me trying to buy it. Unless they were really giving me $87 million. Then it's probably for sale. The reality is, it's just a collection of a bunch of people that don't matter. You know? Only people that matter to you are your friends, family, and anybody close to you. You know? I don't know why people focus so hard on total strangers. Like, no offense to all of you, and I'm glad that you guys that do show up and that do support me, I'm glad you do, and I appreciate that. But at the same time, let's be real. If I deleted my YouTube today and erased my online presence, I would be fine. You guys would be fine. Nobody would bat an eye. Because we're all total strangers. So why do people put so much focus into total strangers? I've never understood that. Again, this is the psychology thing. I feel like that's my next hobby. Psychology. Whoa, whoa. No idea why she just slid like that, but sure, let's go for it. I don't trust this game. I'm going TC11. I just don't trust this game. That's the worst part about it, too. This is like the only game where I just max out TC. Because I don't trust the randomness. Don't hate it? Did that help? What do you mean, Grumps? Oh, I get it. My title of my... I get it. Title of my own video. Or stream, whatever the hell I'm doing right now. See, like, that's what I'm talking about! That's what I'm talking about! There is zero comfort zone in this game. default setup could be ass flexing. It's quite possible. I personally haven't driven anything in LMU that makes me go, wow, that's a fantastic experience. I don't know why the driving in this game is so glazed. I really don't. It's really kind of why, like, PMR needs to not fail. It is... These games that are doing well and are, like, taking over... I'm sorry. This game just doesn't drive good. I'm sorry. I know that offends so many people that love this game. There's a lot of things in this game that, you know, it's doing really good. But I disagree that the driving is the good part. It's not. They've got the ranked shit figured out, and the ranked shit works really well, which drives a lot of people to want to play it. But the driving is just... It puts me to sleep, and then it kills me out of nowhere. Which I guess that is a real-life simulation. If you're driving a car and you fall asleep, you're probably going to crash. So in that regard, this game is doing a great job. Parasocial relationship epidemic that is going on that I blame. There's no doubt that's part of it. No doubt. It's because so many people in real life have never had, like, real experiences with humans. Like, in person, physical people in front of them. You know, so because they haven't experienced it, the internet makes it so easy to, you know, Ready Player One this shit, to be a completely different person. And I tell people all the time, too, like, people think that, like, I'm pretending to be something when I'm on social media. I'm really not. I'm actually the exact same person. You just don't like who I am, and that's fine. What's going on, Kenobi? Like, if anything, I'm more of an asshole in real life. I quite a bit turn it down on stream. But I am quite literally that person that either stays silent in a situation where I can be an asshole, or goes all in and makes it a very awkward situation. Because I just don't fluff anything, you know? But as I get older, I find that I stay quieter more, because people don't learn anyway. It's just wasting everybody's time to say something, you know? I'm gonna take a piss. I'm gonna take an LMU. Man, thank God for G Fuel. Offset the LMU. You still streaming PMR on Tuesdays, Kenobi? Trying to anyway. It's unfortunate it's such a hard game to stream.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Oh, 100% Oyster. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know how people drive in this. There's a lot of things in this that are way better than PMR. Way better than PMR. The driving just isn't one of them. But, like, everybody talks about the driving from, like, a negative standpoint about PMR, and this is good. Like, no. I don't wow how we got there. The driving in PMR is, like, the sole reason for me to want to play PMR. It sure as shit ain't because of the bugs. You know? And this game has its share of bugs, but it's nothing by comparison to PMR. But if this game drove like PMR, I would never play PMR again. Well, I shouldn't say never, because this game has only Me Too cars, and there's a lot of cars in PMR. But I would have AMS too, so.
Formation lab has started.
Wednesday this week, Kenobi. Not only does LMU, though, have structured competition, Hammer, it has competition in general. The biggest problem I still have with PMR is that I can't just play the game randomly and deal and race people. I gotta organize something, and I'm just, fucking... You guys already know how I am about patience. Plan to be on Wednesday? Got it. Yeah, it just sucks to see, though, all the guys that are still trying to stream PMR just not getting viewers and participants like it just the game could be. And I don't know, man. I don't know if it's ever going to get back to any level of hype. I really don't. I really feel like they've just burned so many bridges with the community through just consistent dropping the ball. But I'm still pulling for it. Because without better games than we currently have, I don't see how I can sim race indefinitely in the future on stream. It's too frustrating more than it is fun. And it's frustrating because most of the time I just don't believe what the game's trying to tell me it's happening. You know?
Green flag, green flag.
I still can't stop. That's sim racing for you, boys. We all crash in a straight fucking line. What did I just experience? What did I just experience? Does anybody know what the fuck just happened? I don't know. It doesn't even tell me it. Like, hold on. Where's my name here? DQ'd. I got DQ'd. I got DQ'd. Got DQ'd for the pit exit. You see, I didn't enter the pits. This game is cancer. That was so much fucking time wasted. I hate this game. I really fucking hate LMU. 397, do better. Holy shit. How do people like this? I am just so disconnected from reality, man. I don't understand this. sim racing is like in a shitty state. And everybody who's really into sim racing will try and convince you the opposite. Like, I feel like I can dissect and pick apart every single sim and tell you, and I'm not even a GT7 fanboy, but almost everything I go, hey, that's not a problem in GT7. Hey, that's not a problem in GT7. My biggest complaint about GT7 is the cars just don't drive like anything. They drive like a video game. Fucking hell. I just want to be positive about my video games, man. This is why I play Call of Duty. Like, you guys, here's the thing. You guys don't know me before I started streaming sim racing. But I played a lot of, like, first-person shooters online. That was, like, my main online thing. And I would do a lot of racing games in single-player, offline. I was, like, so frustrated with the online space of shooters. Sim racing online has made me appreciate Call of Duty. Think about how bad that is. Sim racing has made me appreciate Call of Duty. Fire up some Warzone. Dude, Warzone feels so good. I've been enjoying every second I've played it. And then I get back to this shit and I'm just like, why? Oh, I know, because I've got so much money and time invested into it that I can't just stop doing it. But, like, I do enjoy it, but it's so circumstantial to the fact that I enjoy... Like, I haven't raced in a week. I'm already annoyed. I haven't done any racing yet. I've been live for an hour and a half. I agree, Slick. And the thing is that I just, with the current content in PMR and the current features, I just want what's in the game to be polished. And then I will never play LMU ever again. Fuck. I don't care if there's 7 people playing PMR. It's still more fun than the 7,000 people playing this. Ready for the new Stalker 2? I've never actually played Stalker. I'm sure it is good. Get a team and share some endurance. People love intense, bloodthirsty battles. By Coach Dave sets, they are free in car setup tab. They should perform better. I'm sure the cars will perform better, but it's in general. The games just, I don't know. They just feel... Here's the thing, Slick. If this race goes horribly wrong, I might jump into that. I might jump into some GT4s on Mosport just to see how it feels. Because, goddamn. I love Mosport in general, and almost any car. I love that track. The track's fun. But in my opinion, if right now any single player experience in sim racing is AMS2 with the Z to A app. That I think is the #1 single player racing experience right now. Fucking LMU, man. Off to a great start. FYI, I have no idea how to drive an LMP2 around Laguna Seca. No idea. This is going to be an interesting race, that's for damn sure. Who likes this? Seriously. Car people don't like this. That's all I'm saying. There's plenty of things, guys, because everybody must be like, oh, it's a skill issue, that's why you don't like it. No, there's plenty of things in life that I like, that I'm terrible at. Plenty of things. Trust me. And then there are lots of things that I don't like that I'm not half bad at. And then there are things that I'm not good at that I don't like. And LMU kind of falls into that last one there. This is great. Let's go practice PMR. Fuck this game. This game is trash. Can't even escape. I'm stuck. What's going on? Oh, that's why. I forgot. It's a real sim. It's a fixed race, guys. I can't... Prototype fixed. I can't change anything in that car. That's just not a good... I'm good. I'm good. That game sucks. That game is so bad. 52 hours of misery. I do agree that Trak does need to be in PMR for sure. But I'm sorry, that... The hypers are dick in I don't know, I don't want to keep talking about how much I hate LMU, but it's all I can say about it. It's just not a good experience. Grumps, I have no idea. No idea. I have no intent on ever being good at GT4 in any game.
Okay, mate. The track temperature has fallen since the last session. Your tyres will take...
I didn't see what I had AI set to. I think it's 100% though. And this car is quiet, huh? Why is this car so quiet? I hear the other cars more than this car. Is that a bug? Listen to how loud the environment is compared to the car. God damn, that Porsche is just too fast. Look at that. Look at that shit. Look how much faster the Porsche is in GT4. I know it's the meta car, but it's silly to watch. Dude, I cannot hear this car. Is it just this car, or is it all a GT4? Well, here's the thing, Kenobi. In all fairness, I know that they're aware because I told them about it a while ago. I did do a quick BOP check on GT4s before public. And I said the Porsche is way too fast. I have my issues with not being listened to. Everybody thinks they listen to me and they don't listen to anybody else, and I am quite there with most people. They don't listen to me either. Let me check my audio settings. This just doesn't seem right. Player car volume, let's just max that out for now.
There's a car off the track in front of you, mate. Be careful. Yellow flag. Slow down. Don't overtake. Car on your left. All clear. Car on your left. Car on your left.
I think it's just GT4. Even these GT4s drive better than LMU. I wish people would stop sucking that game's dick. I really do. Like, there need to be more people calling the game out for, like, what it doesn't do right. And instead, everybody just goes, oh, one single person who gets paid to talk positively about this game says it's the most accurate thing he's ever experienced, so therefore, we're just gonna nut swing. Where I can't get over the audio. Let me jump in another car quick, or another class. There is just no audio coming out of these cars. Like, we know this thing sings. Like, we know this thing sings. hear this car. This is a class that I want to be in a league for. GTs, man. These things are just the best cars. Yeah, I believe that, Rob. I believe that. People are tribalistic in every aspect of life. Video games are not separate. Yeah, I doubt. I don't know. AC Evo's got it shared. They all have their problems. That's my point. Like, I can't fully get behind any of these sims because they're all so incomplete. They all are. These are the best cars. I don't understand sim racers because these GTs are just phenomenal driving experience cars. And nobody cares. It's not LMU. It's not iRacing. What's the point of having a conversation? Oh, hello. I'm just abusing it now. All right. And let's cry for a minute here. You ready? One, two, three. And this person's waiting like 4 days plus. What about customs? Who's in customs? Anybody in customs? Crazy that I don't recognize any names in this game anymore. I know I haven't played it much, but God, everybody's fallen off. This is where I get very negative with this game. Someone put up in the Discord like a week ago or something like that about how some of these... Now, mind you, there were good points that he made, but also things I disagreed with. But it was something along the lines of how there's too many niche games inside of a niche hobby for any single game to ever really do well. If one game does well, that means a bunch of other games are essentially going to fail because there's not enough people doing it. And that's the part I agree with. Because LMU is doing so well, and there's not enough people in the industry playing or being part of sim racing, that because LMU is successful, that means a bunch of other games need to die. There's just not enough people. Well, yeah, you've got Gran Turismo 7. Console is more mainstream. And, like, for example, like, there's a reason why Gran Turismo 7 can say, like, the real driving simulator with having the worst driving. Because nobody knows better. Because if 1 billion people know about your game and they don't know about any other game, well, you're right. And 100,000 people know that that is a false claim and all of these other games are better, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The 1 billion people trump the 100,000. And I can tell you this. I would rather be playing Gran Turismo 7 than LMU. By a lot. By like a lot. So, you know. Should we try this bullshito race again? Why not? Admittedly, there's inklings of GT7 getting a physics update for the next update. That makes me go, fuck. Might be trying to sell my Simagic shit and go back to playing on PS5. I'll be honest with you. If Simagic stuff right now, if this worked on PlayStation, I'd be streaming Gran Turismo 7 right now. I'd permanently fix my PS5 like right here on the wall. Set everything up to capture. And when I want to play GT7, boom, I can stream it, no problem. But I got to get rid of my wheelbase. I have a wheelbase, my RS50, but I don't want to go down that path. I just built this entire rig around this hardware. Custom plates for this base, things like that. I'm not backtracking, it is what it is. But like, the console space doesn't have access to a lot of the sim racing experience. But here's the thing. A lot of the sim racing experience just flat out sucks. Just flat out sucks. So, yeah, what it does do, it does very well. And DSM, 500 viewers if I did that. Eventually, I do believe that, 100%. I feel like it would be so easy to farm viewers for me in GT7. So easy. Because I've had the most fun in sim racing. And yes, I would still call Gran Turismo 7. I would still put that game into the sim racing space for it. If you have a rig and you're playing on it, you are sim racing. You know? It is still some degree a sim. You know? I don't mean arcade simcades, that bullshit. I just mean it is simulating some kind of realism. The cars just kind of drive like shit. But other than that, I have no complaints about Gran Turismo 7. Yeah, AMS2 really is like the closest thing to a Gran Turismo 7 experience, especially with Z to A. Especially with Z to A. By the way, tomorrow I'll be streaming from the garage. Just throw that out there now. I will not be sim racing tomorrow. I will be in the garage doing 4 tunes. I gotta do 4 tunes tomorrow, so it's gonna be a whole day. Forza Motorsport is dead. And here's another thing, like DSM with like the bike stuff. I do want to start bringing like some real like bike content to the channel. But if you guys think that I have issues with like the sim racing space, the bike space, it's worse. Like, so I really have to stick to myself with the bikes. I can't be involved with other people. It's just because like I have to, even though it's my business, I like about a year ago, I retired from the scene, right? For many, many reasons. Not one reason, but a culmination of the past 10 years of bullshit finally led to you know what? I got to get out of this. And I did. But that being said, I never sold any of my shit. I still have all my bikes, all my hardware, all my ability to do that. I can still do my business, run my business. But I am just disconnected from which did lose me a lot of business, by the way. I lost a ton of business by not being present in the scene. But I don't care. I'm happier for it. That being said, though, I still have my shit. And I can still create some level of content with it. Even if it's just me by myself being a hooligan. But I am objectively done with the whole street scene. It's a bunch of children competing for participation trophies. But anyway, yeah, tomorrow, tuning stream. Those are fun to do. It's one of the few times when I stream. Hey, did you see that? I just got my badge just changed. Literally just changed on screen right now. Warning badge applied. I swear I'm going to fucking uninstall this game today. Due to an excessive number of contacts in recent races, your badge is warning other drivers of this. If this continues to grow, your profile will be flagged for manual review. Ban me, motherfuckers! Please, do me the favor. Ban me. Ban me, please. All the rage bait videos that I would make from getting banned. Which means I'm going to get put in lobbies with a bunch of fucking idiots. This game sucks. I'm sorry. LMU sucks. I'm going to shout it from the highest mountaintops. LMU fucking sucks. It's a shit game. Built for, like, drones. People who don't want to have any fun will enjoy this game. This is it, guys. Make or break race right here. If this race goes like whatever we've experienced so far today, this game will be uninstalled permanently. You will see zero coverage of this game from me. God, this game is so bad. I know, right, Slick? I don't even have Rensport installed. I'm going to end up becoming a Call of Duty streamer. I can see it already. And I'm going to lose most of my subscribers that follow me for sim racing, but if this is the shit that I got to deal with, you guys have fun with your half-finished broken games. I'm good. I really don't know how this game is as popular as it is. I mean, I say that, but then again, I don't understand most people's decisions about anything in life. So it fits. The shoe fits. You know? It feels like I'm driving a simulation of a simulation. Like I said, it's clearly got a player base, and I'm not going to convince anybody that they're wrong. But that's fine. I don't want to convince anybody. I'm just convinced myself. That's all. Nothing about this game is enjoyable to me. And the thing is this. Everybody in my life that I know that has played with cars in real life fucking hates this game. So, maybe because they've experienced real life and they want a more casual experience, that could be it. But I don't know anybody in life that has like a real good amount of racing cars that looks at LMU and goes, man, that game is done so well. Oh, it's such a real thing. No, they all fucking hate it. And believe it or not, Todd, I know plenty of people who love ACC who hate this game too. Learn to stop worrying and love the bomb. Yeah. The last thing I am is worried. It's just... I just want games to be good. And that's a big ask in 2026. I might have to explore BeamNG. Do you guys want to see BeamNG on stream? Let's actually fire up the Steam to get that installed. I have never explored enough in BeamNG. So, in fact, 27 minutes. People play LMU, but I agree. Influencers doing influencing things. Yeah, see, I don't have issues with either game, James, in terms of working. Like, from a hardware perspective. They both run great. I just don't enjoy the game of LMU. Yeah, I've iRaced. Admittedly, I feel like iRacing is still better than LMU. But I don't want to pay for it, so I don't care. You know, that's my biggest issue with iRacing is not even the game, it's the pricing model. It's so egregious. You know? I don't hate iRacing. I very, very much dislike iRacing. If you remove the cost bullshit, I could absolutely tolerate the negative aspects of iRacing, the game itself. But because of its pricing model, the game has too many flaws for me to be like, you know what, I'm putting every other title down forever, and I'm only playing... Because that's the thing about iRacing. You have to give up every other title to justify the pricing model of iRacing. There's not enough time in my... I don't have kids, and there's not enough time for iRacing for me. I don't know how anybody can get into iRacing because of that. Three minutes till this race starts. We got 3 minutes to chat about all the things I hate. I really wish I was more positive with this shit. I do. I hate getting on here and complaining. But I try to play these games and I'm just... Like I said, there are so many games. I am dog shit at Call of Duty. But I've enjoyed the shit out of it lately. Let's see something here. $26,000 in game right now. Jesus Christ. As good as LMU is, it still doesn't hold a candle to the player base of BeamNG. OG Assetto Corsa, 11,000. 2668. Yeah. Let's give PMR a chance here. Hey, look at that. PMR's got somebody beat. Imagine having nobody playing your game and having twice as many as Rensport. I don't know, Harry. According to a lot of people, the devs don't play the game, so can't be the devs then. I'm just saying what other people say. I'm not defending or attacking the game. Just there. It's in my library. Hey, BeamNG is ready to play. What else is there? This is actually the biggest fall off, and like, look at this. Look at this. Less than 20,000 playing Forza Horizon 6. This game had... What was its record? It was almost 500,000. Yeah. I know, I agree, Paul. I also think streaming only one game is bad business. But it's a harder, longer path to retaining subs. But if you stick to only one game and then you switch games and you lose subs, you don't want those subs. Truly, you don't. They're not there for you. Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, Forza's been... I don't even know why I have it... I know why I have it installed, because I do enjoy driving around in some of the cars. But as far as a game is concerned, that's it. It's where it ends. PMR has been best subs here? What do you mean? Well, there's no content in Forza. There's nothing to do. Like, the problem with that... Like, okay, with Gran Turismo 7, there's a shit ton of post-game content. It's called racing. Like, imagine this. When you put in the hundreds of hours it takes to do all of the single-player stuff in GT7, your game at that point becomes every other sim. The full sim. It's just racing at that point. Forza does not have that. Forza does not have any post-game racing that's worth a fuck. So there's no reason to play the game. PMR, well, it has the best view numbers for me anyway. Here's the problem, Art, with Evo. I can't spend any more time putting time into incomplete games. I just can't do it anymore. That's why Call of Duty felt so goddamn good to me. Because for all the horrible things that Activision is responsible for, game feels finished. It is directionless, too. Rap. It is directionless. Up for watching a Warzone stream? Yeah, you're one of the few. I mean, I am going to be doing that at this evening. My nighttime streams are going to be Warzone. For now, until they got some other shooter games coming out. Basically, my evening streams are no longer going to be sim racing. They are going to be everything else I want to do in the video game space. Because, quite simply, there isn't enough time in the day for me to just do only sim racing on stream. Because I don't play video games anymore off stream because of streaming. My video game time is now our time. Yeah, that's because they're there watching those people. And that's what I would rather get to. Even if, I would rather have all of my streams have less numbers. But they are the guaranteed watchers only. But that's just me. Yeah, Trap, I'm rooting for Evo too. I'm rooting for PMR. I'm rooting for I can't in good conscience root for LMU. They've already overachieved their goal. Here's the thing about LMU. I'll be very interested to see what they do moving forward, because they've already done far more than they expected to do. So they're going to cash in, and they're going to continue with their original roadmap, because you have to understand, every business that's in a development style business has a roadmap, and they're built off of projections of income. So they have already sold and made far more money than they originally expected to with this game. So because of that, is their roadmap going to change and expand and grow and become a better game, or are they going to stick with the original roadmap that was the plan of this game? I don't know. These are just hypothetical questions I'm asking you guys. Fucking understeer monster. Yeah, exactly. PMR is never going to do what LMU did. Like, they've actually done quite the opposite. I'll be honest with you, I'm, when it comes to PMR, in terms of how they're going to do in the future, I am now a glass half empty guy. I was a glass half full guy. But, in my opinion, they have dropped the ball too many times. You get one or two mulligans. Not as many as they've gotten. I still think we'll get eventually a good game, but it's the game. The game is never going to get the numbers that it had the potential to get. That ship has sailed. Nothing, let's face it, nothing is moving the needle. Writing on the wall at this point.
Lap 153.26.
Problem is, AMS2 is also kind of a dead game. And AMS2 is phenomenal. Like, AMS2 is very much a niche of a niche. Well, yeah, you'll always find a lobby. It's still not as easy as games like this, though. I really think that they should abandon the career mode, since the Z to A thing is so good, and I think AMS2 should focus on a ranked mode. That's my personal opinion. Seeing how good Z to A is, they really need a really, really, really good ranked mode.
That time was a 150.9.
Yeah, but Grumps, do you really think they're ever going to do that? I'd love to say yes, but at this point, I don't know. There are so many things that I have brought to the attention due to, you know, again, early access that have not been listened to, that I said are going to be a problem. And again, they knew it was a problem, and they were like, they didn't think it was going to be that big of a problem. Like, there's going to be backlash about this. Whatever. Just wasting my breath at this point. Like I said, I'm still rooting for him, but my patience has run out in terms of... I'm just going to keep my mouth shut when it comes to helping. There's nothing I hate worse in life than when I feel like my time is being wasted. Like, number one thing. You can always make more money, you can always do something else, but you run out of time. So don't waste it. It's a modding community. Because at the end of the day, I've learned one thing. If the developers can't do it, modders are going to do it better. Modders do everything better. Yeah, the funny thing is, Todd, is that no one gave a shit about that, and that should seriously show you a problem with PMR. The fact that some of the GT3s are going 5 to 7 miles an hour faster than some of the other GT3s in the same short distance, that's a problem. That's not BOP. That's just P. That's VOP. Variations of power. Yeah, the problem, Grumps, is that this is why when I was watching the podcast with Traxian, I said I'm actually surprised and glad that he said they have comms issues internally. You know? Because they do. The game, what the game is in its current state, is a representation of the internal communications. How long is this race? 30 minutes. Good guess.
Formation lab has started.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, if this game doesn't give us a free-to-play custom lobby mode, that shows you their intentions. This game has made more money than any initial game projection was saying that they were going to make. And then they already try to take your money with tokens. There's a big reason, Tom. I'm also, like, not a big fan of this game, aside from the game itself. I can see a lot of their intentions. Corpo greed. Y'all better watch out for me. I'm the dangerous one in the pack, boys. Oh, our racing is too, though. Actually, it still shows me as a trusted driver. Notice that? I'm still a trusted driver according to my diamond. Oh, it would absolutely be dead. Trust me, I couldn't care less about those cars, but those cars are the only thing keeping it alive at the moment.
Green flag, green flag.
And they know that. Why do you think they keep focusing on the physics of them? Already been hit. I'm just trying to drive cautious. Nice guys finished last. You're not wrong. You are not wrong, sir. That's why I am. Yeah, visually speaking, LMU is not a better looking game, but the problem is like Trap said, YouTube compression makes everything kind of look like shit. The shadow draw on this is really bad. That's like right there. I could spit on it. But that being said, though, the graphics of this game are not my problem. I have nothing against the graphics of most sim titles, except for probably iRacing, honestly. Nice, Grumps. Not me! Yeah, AC Evo definitely has the best graphics, I agree. But the game also has the worst performance. And the best performance, ironically. It's all over the place. That's the problem with it. Oh, this guy's a dangerous driver. I could tell. Bieber. Yep. Oh, that's a wall, buddy. Don't hit that. Somehow I gain nothing from that, though. Guy smacks the wall, bounces off of it, and the relative doesn't change. Yeah, he's living in his mirrors, yeah. I don't know why. He's faster than me. Focus on where you're going, buddy. You'll lose me. But if you pay attention to me, I'm gonna be right on your ass the whole time. Oh, I lost. Here we go again with broken ass LMU. I fucking hate this broken fucking piece of shit game. Go into a fucking gear. That's not first. You're just stuck. The race is fucking over. Because this game is such a piece of shit that everybody loves. It sucks so fucking bad. Use throttle and gear direction to push vehicle. What does that even fucking mean? No. Guys, nothing moves. You hear all the beeping? This is a problem with this fucking game. Neutral keybind that you have to use. Cool, I'm glad that's a fucking thing in this game. Fucking piece of shit. Shift to neutral. This game fucking sucks. This game fucking sucks. Biggest overhyped piece of shit game on the market. Everybody says it's fucking good. I have yet to figure out what makes this game good. Never again. Fuck this game. This game is a toxic pile of dog shit. 397, your studio. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing, thinking you're making a sim title, but that is fucking awful. That is a shit game. Get the fuck out of my fucking computer. This fucking piece of shit needs to burn in hell. Uninstall. Fuck you. Have a nice day. Fucking dog shit game. Fucking dog shit game. I don't care if it's got no rearing. I understand that that's why I spun out. But I'm checked out. I'm completely checked out because I spun out in the bus stop anyway. And then that bullshit happens where you can't get into fucking neutral. Fuck that game. The game is just retarded. That game is so smooth-brained, fucking dumb. I don't understand how anybody can like that fucking game. I really don't. I'll take PMR with all of its bugs all fucking day long over whatever the fuck that game is trying to tell me is real driving. Get the fuck out of here. People settle for fucking dog shit and call it God. Seriously. Hold these fucking games accountable. That is a shit driving experience with a shit ton of stupid bugs. That everyone just goes, oh, it's the fucking greatest thing ever. No, it's not. It's so incomplete, just like the rest of them. Stop glazing incomplete. If you're gonna talk shit on PMR, you gotta talk shit about the other ones too. AC Evo, incomplete. AMS2, great but incomplete. Fucking BeamNG, I don't have enough time with it, so we'll find out. PMR, incomplete. If PMR is not gonna do good because it's incomplete, LMU shouldn't do good either. Fucking sim racing is just awful. I don't know how everybody does this and loves it because they're like, oh, it's the greatest experience I've ever had. Oh my God. It drives just like my Dodge Caravan. It's so good. Anyway, what's up, guys? Again, it's fucking insane, Black Leopard. It's literally insane. You are going out of your way to make things forced difficult for no reason. Why do I have to bind a neutral separate from my fucking gear change? What the fuck are we doing here, people? Holy shit. Get it the fuck out forever. That game is so bad, and everybody loves it, which is just one more reason why my brain doesn't understand humanity anymore. We fucking love all the worst shit. I feel like I'm never going to do well in the sim racing space because I hate all the popular shit. It's fucking brain deadism, man. It's fucking brain deadism. Slick, it is all forced difficulty. I can't overuse that term enough. Forced difficulty. You got a bent wing? Guess what? Your car now handles like it's a fucking Dodge Caravan. Unbelievable. These people who make these games have never driven real fucking cars, and it shows. You would think not everybody making the game has to drive a fucking car, but you at least need a consultant in the room that's done some shit. Because you're not getting the right information. Oh, but the telemetry data, blah, 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 shut the fuck up. Drive a real fucking car. You'll learn more from driving a real car around one lap than all the telemetry data in the fucking world. Fuck. Why the fuck do we think Ben Collins, who's driven more fucking cars than all of these companies put together and all of their employees, can't drive a single sim racing title? Why is that? If these sims were one-to-one for the real thing, the real guys could get in the sim having never done it before and go, wow, and be quite good at it. But they're dog shit at it until they practice the specific title on repeat. Which is not sim racing. I mean, it is sim racing, but it's not practice for the real thing. You're just practicing at the thing you're doing. The same way you play GT7, the same way you play Forza Horizon. You're muscle memorying the fucking specific game. You're not getting anything from realism. And LMU drives like shit. Fight me. Don't actually fight me. I know how people are going to react to that. Oh my god, he's telling people to fight him. No, the game sucks. It's a phrase. I don't actually want to fight anybody. It's a video game. I don't care enough. I have more fun playing COD, Mafia, Overwatch than racing Sims, yet keep coming back to the disappointment of Sims. It's the same. I don't get it. Your Duramax handles corners better than race car with no wing. Exactly my point. Literally, to me, it feels like LMU is an AI algorithm that is looking at telemetry. And that's how the cars are programmed. They're not programmed by somebody who's actually ever driven a car, like a real car. It's all telemetry data thrown into an algorithm and made. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it's fucking made, because that's what it feels like to me. The problem in Black Leopard is that I have so little positivity left in me for trying to talk about the industry that I just crash out in that situation. A minuscule little fucking situation like that. Total crash out. Because I'm tired of being told I need to play these things because they're the real thing. And I drive them and I go, this drives like an AI algorithm made the game. And it's riddled with fucking problems. The same way an AI algorithm would make a fucking picture. All your favorite Sims are 10 plus years old. Don't know how there's been no progress. Because no one's driving cars anymore. This is the one thing I give to PMR. The cars drive like somebody in the fucking studio has driven a sports car at one point in their life. Admittedly, I don't have a lot of experience with older sim titles, but I can tell you these new things, I'm about to be just like Gamer Muscle. Hate all the modern titles and go to AC1 and just deal with the modding community. Because this is not... This is no different than Gran Turismo or Forza to me, these games. They're just they're wrong in the opposite direction. You have forgiving real life sim racing. Why can we not just get to where we're supposed to get to? Why is it either got to be a super forgiving arcade game or a game that punishes you for not binding a shift to neutral button? Believe it or not, guys, I know it doesn't sound like it, but I'm actually not in a bad mood. I'm actually in quite a good mood. I'm just having a tear. I always tell people all the time, too, if you got a little something brewing in the basement like I just had right there, let it the fuck out. And that's what I just did. But I feel pretty good. I just have confirmed that LMU has no place in my computer. I don't care amount of... In fact, let me just... Because this is how it starts. Let me unfollow them on Instagram. Because what happens is that I follow them on Instagram and they release an update like notification. And I go, ooh, I wonder if the game's not shitty yet. And then I try it. Or I reinstall it or something. Fuck that game. iRacing's better. And you know how I feel about iRacing. I just really wish iRacing would buff the engine. It's just dated and it shows, you know. JR could run GTR 2 at 1,000 frames per second. Right. Let's just get all the mod games installed. Let's just do it. I think I've objectively had the least amount of fun in LMU of every racing game that I've ever played. Every game I've ever played. And I've had some pretty bad experiences. Go back to Underground 2, be a pimp, right? That was a good time. Is it not on Steam? Ain't no fucking way it's not on Steam. That's a shame. Delisted. All right, so BeamNG. What do I got to get for BeamNG? It just launched on my second one. Options. Audio. Music. Off. Display. Apply. Is the UI this rough? Like in terms of the whole game is developer mode. Yeah, see, this is where I lose touch. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to. I don't have the patience for this right now. I really don't. I'm at a point where, like, I don't know what to do sim racing wise on stream anymore. Because the only games that are easy to stream are games like LMU that I fucking can't stand. There's almost no reason to stream it unless you have a group of people that are going to get on and play with you at a dedicated time. But other than that, Stop. What is happening? Yeah. I don't have patience for this right now. I can't. Another day, perhaps. This is why I don't have any patience for these mod games. I just want to get in the fucking game and play the game and have fun. Why is that so hard to do in the most technologically advanced time to be alive? I just want to get in a fucking video game and enjoy it. Why can't that be done? Going off way. Here's the thing, Slick. I never went to PC. I started on PC. BeamNG, Fway. I've uninstalled LMU. Fucking hate that game. Just dog shit. People who make the game don't drive cars, and it shows, so I don't care. Fway, stick to shooters. My opinion. Spun out, then the car wouldn't go in, leave first gear. Just stuck against the wall because the game is retarded. It is. It's the definition of retarded, LMU. My rear wing came off when the front end of my car hit the wall. And then at that point, the car is completely useless. Because again, nobody in the studio has ever driven a fucking street car, ever. They would know that if you lose the rear wing on a car, it doesn't become a fucking Suburban. It's insane. It's fucking insane. Fun fact. I've gone really, really fast in a car. I've never had a rear wing, ever. The rear end of my car has never been made of fucking Jell-O. Are you calling me weak, James? See, it takes more than playing a video game to understand that when the wing is not present on a car, your car still handles fantastic. You need to know these things by driving anything in life. You can't know that from being told that based off of a fucking video game. And that's why I constantly get a bunch of shit. But if we're going to be playing games that are harping on being realistic and realism, then we have to factor in talking about realism. Cars can't go straight in these games without a rear wing. Mind-boggling. And people glaze it. Oh, it's perfect. What are you talking about? You're the idiot. You clearly don't know what you're doing. You're right. In a retarded world where LMU is somehow the way cars drive in real life, you're right. I have absolutely no fucking clue what I'm doing. 100% accurate. It's just forced difficulty. It's as simple as that. It's forced difficulty. People can't accept it, and I don't know why. There's such a, divide about it, and I don't get it. If unrealistic things happen in a very, very difficult way, how is that not just as bad as an unrealistic situation where it's super easy? These are the same fucking problem. And for some reason, the sim racing space goes, oh, it's supposed to be hard. No, it's supposed to be just like the real thing. And if the real thing, it's fucking easy, then guess what? It should be easy in the game. This is the part I don't understand. What's for lunch? I don't know, honestly. Crack cocaine, maybe? Something to give me a high? I don't know, probably soup. Yay. I will say, looking forward to the LMDHs in the next update. Early access has its advantages, and they do drive a lot better. They drive like shit right now, in my opinion. about spoilers on street cars. Most of them are. Most of them give you 0 downforce. People don't realize how a wing actually works. Like, I mean, not people, I mean some people. Video game people actually understand this more. A rear wing slows you down in the straights quite a bit when it's doing its job. Same like winglets on a motorcycle. Just a chunky beverage? Well, I am an alcoholic, so... You can do this in this game, because there's no pit limits. Got on icy cold tires here. Let me, I hate to even make a setup for this car because it's going to have to be deleted. A lot of the problems are fixed with these cars for the next update, I'll say that. These cars are a lot better. And my one complaint I would say is they might be a bit too forgiving. See, look, guys, I can complain about things being too easy, too. See how that works? Isn't that crazy? Not fucking crazy. Will I have fun in the next update? Oh, I don't know. I can tell you the LMGHs are going to drive better, but I can't tell you if all the bugs are fixed. That's the reality of that situation. You know? Because this must be a race where the tires are, like, actually fully cold. Let me see. They're not. It's weird. Tires are not cold. They're not hot, but they're not cold. Believe it or not, though, most of the problems that happen with PMR don't happen offline. So as far as, like, anything you can test early, you don't know until the game comes out. Next update's a game changer? Yeah. These cars will be more fun. But again, my complaints, though, aren't these cars with this game. It's the game. But we'll see. We shall see. And here's the thing for you. You can stick to LMU if you want. You like the game, so you should stick to it. I fucking hate it, so I see no point to pick it back up again. I really don't. Just take it as robbery. They have my money. It is what it is. They're not going to have my time, too. That's how I look at it. No matter how much I've tried, I do not like the fucking game. Period. End of story. End of discussion. No update makes it better for me. I do not like it. They've already taken all my money. They're not going to take my time, too. So fuck that. I'm done with it. AMS2 is still my current go-to. But it's already 2 o'clock and I'm not starting up on some Z to A right now. Yes, they'll never take our freedom, exactly. Look how fast Devi's is. Mind you, I can go 134s. If I really, really hone in, I can go 134. But I ain't going at 132 ever. That's just blazing fast. Blazing fast. I still have more money in LMU than PMR, though. More money in LMU than PMR. And I have 10 times, more than that, more than 10 times the hours in PMR. Yeah, that is a plus for PMR. $831 hours. Oh, I can't even see LMU because I deleted it. Because that game's a piece of shit. But, 53 hours. It's 50. Here's the thing. 53 hours of the whole time is misery. So it's like a 100% ratio. Of the 831 hours in PMR, I'd say like 250 to 300 of those hours are misery. So we're still much more in the green than we are in the red by comparison. And it costs me less. And at the end of the day, my problems with PMR are not my problems with LMU. They have opposite problems. PMR has problems at a game level. LMU has problems at a physics level. And most people will say the opposite. No, I don't want to be coach. This has nothing to do with skill. I don't want to play a game like that, period. I don't want to get better at things that I do not like. Why? This is like such a frustrating topic. Like tracks that I don't like in games. If I don't like the fucking track, I don't care about getting better at it. I don't like the track. Time is such a crucial thing to me. Wasting it on getting better at something that I don't like doing is the most, like, waste of fucking time thing I've ever heard. The most enjoyment I got from LMU is, as you know, is uninstalling it. It really is my favorite thing to do with LMU is uninstall it. It feels so good. Like, I've never done heroin, but I swear to God, uninstalling LMU is just like... That's what it feels like. Or what I would imagine it feels like. Anybody who plays PMR like on a, you know, player basis, like puts hours in, all has the same thing to complain about. They gotta fix bugs. Not the cars. Is every car perfect? No, not at all. Not at all. But like for example, here's speaking from an honest standpoint. I have access to every title. PMR's LMDHs in this build are the worst LMDHs in sim racing. Period. They're the worst. They're terrible. These cars suck. But, on the other hand, the GT class of cars and all of the older cars are some of, if not the best, driving in all of sim racing. Whereas LMU, I don't think any of the cars are good. They're just good enough to be usable. Which is sadly how I view all the driving in LMU. It just so happens, in my opinion, I'm driving currently the worst cars in PMR right now. Curious. We all know how fast Eagles is, right? Eagles hates LMU. He's uninstalled it as well. And actually got a refund on it. Eagles drives real cars in real life. All I'm saying, anybody I know personally, or on some level of personally, real life or digitally, that has extensive experience with various real-world cars, hates LMU for its driving. The only people that have real-world experience that glaze it are the people that make money off of it. Sorry. How many laps is this? 10 laps? Car is fuel efficient, eh? Not take any chances. 6 gallons. Yeah, too late now. One thing, I had a general setup for this car, but I deleted all my setups for the upcoming update, so... Which... Unless they back out of that, which I don't see that happening. They've already said it publicly. I would delete all your setups for LMDH, GT3, and GT4. But let's wait for them to say it, I suppose. All the qualifying work people do, and they just sleep at the light every fucking time. Stop hitting me! Fucking Christ! Sim racing. They're all already dropping out. The only name in here I recognize is first place, Devies. I'm pretty sure he hasn't missed an LMDH race in all of PMR's existence. What the fuck? It's really hard to play video games. Slept on that a little bit. I don't know what... that was on me right there. I just was not paying attention to braking zone. What the fuck? Who put nitrous in Debbie's car? You saw that, right? God, I hate... I need to play Call of Duty. How much does zero rear wing help you in this game? In these cars on Daytona? Like, that was insane. He was coming by me with like 20 miles an hour on me. I want to watch that back. I don't even give a fuck about the rest of the race. I want to watch that back. We know he's faster. But the straight line is the straight line. I think I'm done with sim racing for the day. This shit's not fun. Let's go back and watch that. Look at that. Look it in the mirror right here. He has like no rear wing in that car. He wasn't behind me. And my camera was blocking the most of that mirror anyway because it was the stream. This shit's depressing. This shit is just depressing. I feel like all of my streams have been ending like this lately. Me just miserable. Has nothing to do with the stream, unfortunately, Digi. It's the games. The games that are breaking me mentally. I like the streaming aspect. I would sit here and talk all day, honestly, but it's not entertaining to talk. Far behind get draft. I wouldn't be surprised, Trap. Wouldn't be surprised if you don't actually have to be in the car's direct draft to catch draft. If you're behind a car, it's just like old school video games where catch up is enabled. You're behind, your car's faster. It really is. It's insane, Trap. I have all this awesome equipment around me and nothing to do with it. Take care, Todd. Thanks for being here. Because the software development side of these games is dreadful. The industry, I feel like this channel is going to have to switch up to be like one of those channels that just gives you the news and complains about it the whole fucking time. Because this is ridiculous, man. I feel like AMS2 and Oval would be really good. You just saw what it was like to play with people. How many times did I get hit? I didn't give a shit about just drive into you. Fuck you, get out of my way. Fucking sim racing space is a joke. I'll just play, realistically, Harry, I would just play Call of Duty. I'm having a lot of fun with Call of Duty right now, sadly. That's the worst part about all of this. I am having fun with Call of Duty because of sim racing. That's not good. Yeah, Bob. AMS2 is always my go-to. Regardless of what it is, but... no matter how hard I try, I'm never going to like LMU. It's just never going to happen. They completely need to change the way the cars drive, or else it's just there's no... and all of the weirdness of the game. Like binding a neutral button? Fuck you. Suck my ass. Bind a neutral button. How about you just work like a normal fucking car? Yeah, return them in sim racing gets good. I'll never get them back, Zomley. I'll never get them back. They'll be yours forever. Because sim racing is just... the standard of sim racing is incompletionist. Like Race Room. Race Room never updates their game. Our summer update got a couple new GT3 cars. And they actually announced that the audio for them is placeholders until they get the real audio scans. Why fucking release it incomplete? The game already exists. Why add cars without the proper audio files if the whole point is adding just the car, if the update is the cars? The fuck are we doing? So it seems like 68% of you believe PMR is going to focus on physics, tires, etc., and not the core problems. So they could be the first game with the Temerario. Yeah, exactly. Let's not do it the best. Let's just do it first. That's the rule of law. AMS2 is the only good title right now. And unfortunately, it lacks a, what do you call it? Ranked mode. That's how the news works too. Yeah, exactly. Why be right when you can just be first? You also can't run DTM 2026 unless you buy those specific GT3s, even if you already own the same car. That's wild. That's wild. Sim racing is ass grumps. That's all I read. That's all I needed to read. Blizzard should handle all the sim racing. You know, I'm not saying there wouldn't be some in-office misconduct if Blizzard did it, but at least the games would be better. Steam has become Sim Race Menu Simulator. I just stare at all the games that could be good if they were finished. Well, I can tell you if nothing cool new happens this week, Wednesday's daytime stream is going to be AMS2 again, Z to A. It's the only thing that brings me any enjoyment behind the wheel right now. GT7 would probably bring me some fun too, but can't do it on stream. Anyway, folks, all right, I'm wrapping this up. Tonight, Warzone time. Shoot some noobs, pwn some noobs. And then tomorrow during the day, we'll be tuning out of the shop. So no sim racing again. And then Wednesday, we'll be back to AMS2, Z to A, because there's nothing else to fucking do in this shit industry. Anyway, folks. Sorry for ending it, again, on another miserable note with sim racing, but until these things get good, this is just the tone I'm going to bring, so... Anyway, folks, I'll see you all this evening, and if not, tomorrow morning. Bye.